And I already don't like sharks. I could only imagine. I so wish, like, you could go back in time just to see the things the way they did. You know? Like, could you imagine being there one day there's no TV and the next day there's TV?
Yeah, but what are you thinking? Why do you think we have to go back and that we're not getting the same experience, or are we?
We are, but we're so desensitized.
We're not being stimulated anymore?
It's not as much because you're going from TV to phone. You've already seen the TV. You've already seen a screen. You've already seen things like that. It's like computers. The fact that we have it in our pocket is just they made it smaller.
What's the next wow
they went
factor?
from nothing to something. You know what I mean? Like
I
we're
do,
going from
yeah,
something
I
to a
do.
different something.
No, I understand.
For the most
Yeah,
part.
yeah, I realize.
Like, and even like
Well, because we've only seen progression.
yeah,
Right?
they've seen invention.
They've seen invention, right?
Yeah.
We just see the progression of
Like
invention.
we see things too, but it's
it doesn't blow our minds, though.
and the things we're seeing are way more high tech than the shit it doesn't. Like
When do our minds
like
start
this
getting
electric
blown?
car shit. We already know cars and we know batteries exist. They just put the two together.
Well, yeah, sure.
so-
We know that you can use an Xbox controller. What's the...
Teleportation, wormholes, space, it's like interstellar space travel. Obviously,
Let's
like,
go.
that's the shit. That's the SpaceX shit.
No,
That's
seriously, let's talk about that. What do you think it's going to be whenever you're 50? How old's your dad?
50, almost 50.
Okay, let's just say 50. What do you think it is? Is it going to be
year's
augmented
50.
reality? Augmented reality where they're like, Grandpa, come look at this. And she's just like holding a piece of glass or something. And it's just like, it's like an
I can't
iPad
see
now.
No, that wouldn't be crazy. Just a piece of glass.
So what is it
that
going to
would
be?
I mean, no, that wouldn't be crazy. Like I said, teleportation. The second we can do that.
Wow, there's a lot to impress us. We're that desensitized.
Yeah. We need like.
Flying cars.
No, it's never gonna happen. It already did happen. You know what a flying car is? And you know that Grass Tyson broke this down. You know what a flying car is? It's a helicopter.
Yeah.
That's what you got, and the only way to do that is the propeller, and that's not a practical means of transportation.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, so then it's not that it's never going to happen.
Oh, also, he
would
said-
flying cars
No, because
not impress you?
think of how deadly cars are on the ground. Now we're gonna suspend them in air.
No, we don't give a fuck about if it's a working thing or not.
Yeah.
I'm asking if you saw a car. If you saw a car take off
No,
for the first time,
no,
you saw.
because I've seen planes.
Bro, we're at a red light. It's still a car. This guy's like,
I've seen them.
because not everybody can afford them. It's just like a one-off thing, right?
I'd be like, that's crazy, but
yeah. So there's one thing
it
I think
wouldn't be
would
like
wow
turning
us.
the TV on for the first time.
You don't think?
No.
What would be?
No, 'cause
Teleportation would be for sure.
Yeah, that because with teleportation,
Teleportation would be more than anything that we've ever done.
you're accessing the fourth dimension now, and
That's just defying physics and
Yeah.
completely.
yeah, that's one of the biggest things. That would blow my mind at least. What else? I mean, we're already communicating at the speed of light from one end of the globe to the next. We're already doing that. Which is, I still can't wrap my head around how that's even possible. But we've been doing it for years now. That's incredible. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's going to be hard
To impress us.
it's going to be hard, not just that, to have the feeling that our grandparents felt seeing new stuff come out.
So think about this. On the turn side of all the things that we've experienced, whether they're good, bad, whatever, in the sense of people believe that they're okay, but they've not. What happens when we experience turmoil? Or are we as a nation prepared to take on any kind of serious, not nation, I guess. I don't want to say nation, but I want to say is like, because the guy in Morocco or Africa doesn't experience everything that we experience with this stuff that we got here.
And we don't experience the things that he experiences.
Exactly. So, like, what happens when our worlds
It just happened.
collide? You think?
Well, yeah.
I don't think it was really that bad, though.
No, because you have a well, yes and no. It could have been a lot worse, but who would have ever thought
No, you're right.
there was a time, especially in 2020, where you were going to be sitting on your couch, not knowing when you're going to get your next paycheck, being told to not visit your relatives, being told to not leave your house. Grocery stores were having limits on items that you could buy. You got to wear a face covering to go into places, and then what it did to the people of this country mentally. And the way they act and carry themselves now.
But let's just be honest with, okay, did it surprise you? Were you nervous throughout any of this?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Probably not as...
I stayed working. Maybe that's what it was for me.
Yeah, not terribly. Like, I wasn't like, super worried. Because I always tend to be an optimistic person. And I think America is an optimistic place. I think you have an optimistic mindset just from being here because things just tend to work out in our favor, whether you deserve it or not. But I'd never thought in my lifetime I would go into a grocery store and see empty shelves and see people wearing face coverings.
No, I never expected it either. I guess we did see some hard times, and I never expected to have Minneapolis on fire and kids rolling around the streets with machine guns and all this stuff. Yeah, I never thought that either, but I still think there's no way that our ancestors, I'll put it that way, our ancestors just curled up and became more dependent on other people versus stepping up and taking charge when there was problems. Our ancestors had to have... We didn't step up as a nation at all or a society of people. We've done nothing but become further apart, right?
Yeah.
That's the scary part. So I guess that's what you get when we face turmoil. But how bad was that turmoil that it didn't cause us to unite and become... somewhere along the line we weren't taking this serious, or it wasn't serious enough.
There's some people that got hit way harder than me and you. Think of the business owners. 1 in 5 business in this
that's what we need
country
to be. That's what I would like to. No offense, I don't want to see that, but I want to know what actually happened because the side that you see of it all and everything that you see that went down, it's like, come on, guys. It doesn't like we should be prevailing, and yet we're just sitting, taking a step back, and we're still divided. So it's like, I would hate to see what happens when real turmoil. And I don't mean this is not real, okay? And I don't mean this is not like this wasn't.
This is an invisible enemy.
Bad, but it didn't do what I would expect it to do to the mindset of the American people, or which is, it didn't give us a conquering mindset. It didn't give us and we can go into reasons why, and we know there's a lot of reasons behind all this. But my thing is I'd hate to see what happens.
I think I'm gonna start crying.
Why?
Because of the amount of sugar going through my veins right now.
Are you jonesing? I mean, are you juicing?
I don't know what's happening. This isn't healthy though. I know that.
No.
So like you by the end of this.
So to wrap it up, what my whole point is there's some things that we might not have seen technologically. I don't know, I can't speak. Technologically. There might not have been some things we've seen technologically, or may not come soon, but there may be some real adversaries and real things that we face that other countries face, and we'll be curious to see how we face them, right? We saw some things, like you said, the masks, the empty shelves. We saw some things we never thought we would see. But they saw that kind of stuff in the Depression and everything, so it's not nothing new. It's just things that we will go through, but, wow, cut off on a tangent there.
That's fun.
But
that's what this is for.
Either way.
What this is all about. Drink one of those hugs.
No, dude.
Come on,
dude. I can't do any more sugar. I really can't.
Come on.
I'm not just saying that, dude.
How am I beating up on you? We didn't even do... Oh, we got to at least do the candy corn thing here.
Yeah, let's try some of those real quick.
We got some candy corns, and what are we doing here?
Candy corns and peanuts. Tastes like a baby Ruth.
I'm in rough shape.
Dude, you're going to need a nap.
Yeah, this is literally my dinner. What'd you have for dinner? Oh, a bucket of Halloween candy. We literally didn't make a dent.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to.
Oh.
I'll be able to lure all kinds of kids into my Ford Taurus.
I'm gonna have to pay someone to do a candy counter because I know you didn't even come near the amount of candy I just ate.
Yeah, I did, dude.
No, you had like 6 pieces.
Come on, dude. Now you got me on camera. Come on, struggling, trying to.
Let's go. Remember, we're gonna eat something healthy.
No, this ain't healthy. Peanuts and candy corns.
Nuts.
All right, so take a little handful of those. Take a little bit of these and mix them and try it and see what it is.
I think I have a nut allergy.
Yeah, you don't have a nut allergy. I know you ain't allergic to nuts. What was that dude's name? A grinder? I know he had a set of nuts.
What are we doing here?
There you go. Yeah.
My nose is so itchy.
There you go.
It has to be the sugar.
It could be the sugar, could be the cocaine.
Now I'm breaking the mic. So I got candy corn and peanuts here and an itchy nose.
Yeah, try a little bit of that. See how that goes. We'll just take a
Is
little.
this a good ratio?
All right, maybe one less candy corn or two.
Okay.
I don't really know, man, but this is something my dad does, and it's been pretty good proven in the past. And it tasted like you might want a little too much candy corn. Do you like the candy corn?
I took 2 away.
Now you have to wash it down with a hug.
Yeah.
Kind of just tastes like candy corn peanuts.
Is that bad?
Okay. Okay, joke. Dad, if you ever watch this,
It's not
cut out the shit with the peanuts and the candy corn.
Never again. For sure, start. Is this how you do it? Okay.
You're looking to the camera. Look how stoned. Look how sugar stoned he is.
Oh, fuck. Wow. Oh, okay. I'll do a hug. What else? What's your favorite horror movie?
No. I don't got a favorite horror
You don't
movie.
have a favorite?
But
What's the last horror movie you've seen? I don't watch a lot because they're so shitty.
I don't know, like The Conjuring or something like that.
When did you watch it? Years ago? Like just the last one you've seen.
Yeah, I don't watch horror movies that much.
Okay.
That might have been the last one I watched.
I just watched Poltergeist again.
Yeah, how was that? Great.
Yeah, great.
Tell us that story, that horror story that you did. Oh, what about the police?
We'll get to the. I got the haunted house story.
You know that one?
Yeah.
You still
Okay.
refreshed?
So, not Houston's, but the other haunted house in Rockwood.
I don't know it, but Hayloft or something like that, maybe.
They changed locations. Their previous location was amazing. One of the best. That was the funnest time I've ever had on a haunted house. So, and the circumstance is definitely a part of it, but I'm sure I've told you this story before. I think my pap was still alive. That's a weird way to start this, right? Yeah, he was still alive. It was like a benefit thing for him.
No, I love when you start the stories out about your pap. That makes me laugh, bro. Anyways, keep going. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my pap was still alive.
We did like as a way to raise funds for his medical bills. To go to a haunted house. And my grandparents owned at the time a Ford RV. Like a Ford Econoline. Mm-hmm. But like with the RV back on it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
70s, 80s. Mm-hmm. Nothing too old, but definitely not new. So, I don't know, 15 of us maybe got packed into the Econoline and went to, not Houston's, but the haunted Hayloft. And I remember to get into the place, like to get into the physical haunted house, they made you like crawl, and you like you went either into a toilet or you like came out of a toilet, which was like just a fun little thing to get in.
Into a toilet?
Yeah. Like it looked like a toilet seat.
Oh, okay.
Like they made you crawl out. Maybe
No,
it was to
no,
get
I
out.
got you.
Yeah.
I got you, though.
It was to get out. I can't remember. Just to make you look like an idiot. Mm-hmm. But the haunted house had like. There was the haunted house. If I'm remembering correctly, there was a. No, there wasn't a maze. There was a haunted house, and then there was a hayride. And in between the hayride, there was like one of those rooms you go into that look like they're spinning, but you're just walking on a bridge, but the room's spinning. There was like one of those. And in the haunted house, me and my Uncle Bill did nothing but fuck with the people that worked there. So we get into this room. I don't even know if I could tell all this.
Why?
I mean, it might be a little insensitive, but anyway.
Who gives a shit? Tell it up. Yeah.
It's
It's Halloween.
We go into this room, right? And it's just black, fog, and then two laser beams coming this way. So we're looking at the point. And it's like an optical... They close the door behind us, and we're in there. And it's like an optical illusion, because the fog and the lasers and the room's black. So the room has no dimensions because of everything. And all we see is this fucking, like, snake. Like, just doing this. Like, we don't... Like, I don't know, not a snake, a tentacle, or whatever. Just something. Some object. Just flopping around, and we're just all 15 of us are just smashed into this little room. We don't we're just standing there. Finally, dude like opens the door and he's like, "Walk forward," because we literally just stood in this. We didn't know. No one came out to scare us. No one told us. Minutes go by. We're in there. They're all drunk. I'm high school, 16 maybe. I think it was my first time driving the RV too. That sucked. Can't see shit out of that thing. But anyway, so we're in this room. And then we just walk forward. So now we're walking into the point of the lasers and the tentacle. And we're like getting smacked with the tentacle and shit. Finally, I grab the thing. The tentacle. And I realize at the other end of the tentacle, it's attached. It's a person laying on the ground. And their job is to just move this tentacle around.
So it's actually a person.
Yeah, but he's laying on the ground, and and he's.
How do you stomp on him?
You can't see it. So now that I have possession of the tentacle, I'm like, not today, sir. I start whacking him with the thing because he's been beating this shit out of us, right? And there's another he had two of them. My uncle we're beating him with the tentacles, and eventually, we're at the front of the pack, and we're in this. We literally trampled this guy. He's like, oh, stop, please stop. We're walking over him. We trampled him. Come to find out, because my aunt works at the hospital with the family member that runs this place. This isn't our fault. This isn't my fault. No one knew. This is your fault because you're the one that put this person there. It's a special needs kid. I don't know the extent of his needs, but don't put the retard boy in a dark room.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Floor and have him hit people with a tentacle. Maybe he did. Maybe he shouldn't have been there.
Is that really what they did?
I don't know the story.
Why? What happened? How'd you figure it out?
Because my aunt was telling, we went to your haunted house. She was talking to her friend, and she told her, we were like,
my son works there. He lays on the floor and
she told her, we're in this room and we're getting hit with this thing.
That was my Timothy.
Yeah, and
your Timothy
we're all dying laughing at this point. Not because we know his special needs, but we're dying laughing.
Well, that's a part of it.
Not because we just go around beating the shit out of people at haunted houses. That's not what I don't want people to think. That's what my family does.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what they do.
Definitely not what these people do.
They trampled me last year. They put me on the ground last year and walked over me.
They're just dying laughing because of the circumstance. Because we look like idiots. We're smashed into this tiny room. We're just standing there. They had to yell at us to keep walking. There's this tentacle smacking us in the face, and we just we got back on that. Yeah, we got back. So it was it was the memory of that night, except for what I'll get into next. So that was it was the more memorable time of the night was the snake room, the tentacle room. And me and my uncle, had
a little fun, you know what I mean? Let's beat up a retarded kid.
I don't think we trampled him on purpose. It wasn't take that.
And did everybody notice? Like, he didn't say, "Get the F off me." Whenever he's like, "Oh, please quit. Oh, ow, that hurts. Stop."
We didn't trample him on purpose.
Butter toast.
15 drunk people in a dark room with fog and lasers. The room has no dimensions. We're funneled. We were funneled into like Holocaust.
Bro, all I can see is 15 people. That's 30 sets of legs. That's 30 sets of legs. He's like, ooh, please stop.
Still trying to tentacle. Still trying to do his job. Oh, the poor kid. Poor kid.
That's funny. So what happens next?
So in the
you didn't make it to the house yet?
No, we're out of the house. We go to the maze. Not the maze, the cornfield, the hay ride, whatever. Mm-hmm. There's chainsaw dudes chasing us and shit. Well, at the end of it, my Aunt Marcy, I want to say, offers one of the chainsaw dudes adult beverages in the
back of the RV.
Back in the RV. So now he's still done up, full thing. hanging out, we're drinking with the haunted house dudes.
Not
in the
were,
RV.
not
Yeah,
were, but
Yeah.
but we're all drinking at the.
So when in Rome, I pick up dude's chainsaw.
Did you?
Yes, and I'm just in the parking lot doing it. He's laughing his ass off. He's getting toasted with my aunts. And I'm like, I'm running into the fucking hayfield with this thing.
Did you go in with it?
So I go in with it, and eventually, and I didn't last long. Someone chased me down, and they're like, no, you can't. No,
You
you
give
can't.
me it. Welcome to Lux does the fucking.
Yeah, so that was the most memorable haunted house experience.
Did
I've
you have
ever
fun?
had. Oh,
You had a blast, huh? Just because the family and everything.
if I could make a living wage,
Ooh, ouch! Stop
that's
it.
my calling is to work at a haunted. If I could make a living wage doing that,
Your calling is to work at a
at
haunted house.
and scare the shit out of people,
You'd be great at
just to
it.
terrorize people. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
just
you'd be great.
Just to be a menace. Yeah.
You would be great at
Here's
terrorizing.
another piece of candy. Yeah. That was the funnest. And then we went back the next year. New location, no hayfield. Sucked. Not the trash Rockwoods.
No retarded kid.
Yeah, no retarded tentacle kid. Sucked. We only went because it was like take a can for $2 savings night. A can of corn or whatever. You know, they just collect those cans.
No,
Cans of change
No.
I'm talking about. You don't remember?
is that what he does now? He don't wave the tentacle. He stands out there and gets the box tops.
No, I can't.
No,
We already tormented that kid enough.
no.
Let me do another one of these. What else did I have?
We gotta do a little balm. A little bit. Pour him up there. All right, that's good. That's good.
Oh, we need. Let me finish this candy corn and then I'll go into this next. Is this some serious shit went down today?
Did you get pulled over?
No, dude. Don't even with that. Hold on. I still got Butterfinger.
Dude, you're gonna make it home.
Imagine if I got a DUI from this. He's like, he passed the breathalyzer test and everything.
But he's messed up.
Up on the rumble strip and shit.
2 wheels. He was on 2 wheels for about 3 miles. Finally, he came down.
Candy corn coming out my tailpipe.
Just fucking candy wrapper flying out the windows. We have no clue. Big old bucket.
Oh, yeah. What are you being for Halloween this year?
I'm not going.
Okay. So, we are in dire need of police reform. Dire need. Like, it's to the point where I contemplated calling up the Biden campaign and like
Biden campaign.
just letting them like, you guys are gonna win. This is what you need to know.
Are they no defunding?
No.
Reforming.
Do a top down, whatever
Stripping
we
them.
gotta do.
All
Whatever
right,
we gotta
let's
do.
hear it.
Forget George Floyd. Forget
Rest his
Jacob.
soul.
Forget Jacob Blake. Forget Antoine
Oh,
Rose.
which reminds me, everybody go to www.g3rb and get your George Floyd grill.
Like little
No, it's like the grill. You just put your knee on
That's
it.
George
7 minutes.
That's George Foreman.
No, it's the George Floyd. It's my new version. It's a G3BRB. There you go. Anyways,
BRB, be right back.
yeah. Be right back. He's not coming back. What
Jesus.
was that now? All right.
Now
Anyways.
we just got pulled off YouTube. Thanks. Forget
Ooh,
all that.
ooh, yeah, we might edit that out. Anyways.
Forget all of that. I've seen one of the today I saw one of the most heinous acts that a man of the law, man or woman, I should say, that a person of the law could do. It's disgusting, really despicable. So I'm on the turnpike, my way down here, and I see the police.
A male officer taking a piss on the side of the road. How
No, that
dare.
would be honking a salute for that. The police pulled over. Are you ready for this? You're not ready for this. They pulled over an Amazon 18-wheel truck.
What?
What have we come to? Where? Who? You pulled over the Amazon truck.
What did you think he was? Why would he pull the Amazon guy over?
I don't know why he would ever do such a, but how you pulled over the Amazon truck? Like, go ahead, police, go ahead, state police, get Bezos pissed off. I dare you. Get Bezos pissed off, and in a week he'll have you replaced with Alexa droids with a smile on them. Pull over, slow down. Like, I dare you,
Bro.
Listen. 459 people in Donegal. Those conservative white women now, they're going to have to call Amazon and ask for $15 coupons because of their shit came late, because their decorations for Halloween came late. Like,
Bro.
Bezos.
They'll get anybody.
Bro.
They want everyone.
You don't fuck with Amazon runs the country.
But what was he pulling an Amazon truck over for?
How? The balls. The balls to pull over an Amazon. How dare you?
How dare him?
How dare you? Dude, the world runs on Amazon.
Yeah, not Duncan.
Not Duncan. Fuck Duncan. Duncan sells donuts through Amazon, I'm sure.
Listen to me. Jeff Bezos writes that guy's paycheck.
We wouldn't be here
That
if it
office,
wasn't for
that
Amazon.
office, that officer doesn't get any.
How dare you?
No new equipment without that paycheck.
How dare you fuck with the Amazon truck? Like, if Prime shipments are not coming on time, there will be hell to pay.
Yeah, but they aren't already, right?
There
Now
will
I know
be
why
hell.
the cops are pulling people over.
Dude, imagine the poor little Indian girls answering phones from Donegal white women calling. I want my where's my polo set and whatever dumb shit. I ordered the what's her name?
Paula Dean.
Yes.
Yes! Paula Dean.
How?
You know.
How did you? I ordered the Paula.
You know. You already know.
Set. How did I order? Where's my Paula Dean nice?
You already know.
I'm sorry. I'll give you $15. The amount of $15 coupons Bezos had to shit out just because of one Amazon truck on Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Let's talk about why Lux is really fired up about this. Because they get his ass every time he drives
Bro.
the turnpike.
Bro.
Right. What was it? What was the last one? 10 on the windows?
On 22. That was on Thanksgiving morning. No, last time I got pulled over, I didn't pay a ticket. I got white privilege the fuck out of that one. For sure. It's not right, but...
I don't understand how the dude drove 22, 6 years, past cops every day.
I don't understand.
And one day, the tint's not good enough.
Tell me why privilege isn't real whenever you pull me over and my license doesn't match where I say I live.
Oh,
I don't
I
have
remember this one.
registration. I don't have my insurance. I don't have anything.
Yeah, you're a black dude.
And
You're getting
I'm-
drug out of the
And
car.
I'm speeding. Hey, no complaints here, but don't fuck with Amazon, please. What are we doing?
Leave Amazon alone.
What do we do? Hey, if you want Alexa to be our police,
But you know what I say? I say
Bezos-
fuck with Amazon versus fuck with Lux. Or fuck with us. They can afford them
No,
tickets.
yeah,
you know what I mean? Let them
But they
have
can
them.
also run the world, though.
Fine, they are going to run
They
the
can
world.
also, yeah, like you saw iRobot, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, piss Alexa off. I dare you.
Well, that's what they're about. All the
Once
trucks.
they're running, Alexa, can I have my paycheck? I'm sorry, I'm unavailable to connect with. Yeah, good luck. Once Alexa's running the world and you keep pulling them over and pissing them off, good luck. Good luck eating. So, I'm just saying, if you see whatever you see an Amazon truck doing, just let them go. Just, they got shit. They got Paula Deen cookbooks to deliver and footies for the newborn baby. Like, they got real shit to do. Catch someone.
And they
He's
have
on
real
the
shit,
job.
And
Like,
they have
what is
real
he-
shit to do, too.
What is he doing?
Yeah, they
he's
have-
on. You know what he's doing. Like your wife orders the shit too. Don't pull over the Amazon truck.
I get what you're saying. Mm-hmm. Where have we become where
let
these
the-
guys
let
are
them
so
go.
bored of no crime that they're out there just pulling over the Amazon guy?
If they want to fuck with Bezos, go ahead. I'm just saying he'll have your job. Dude doesn't pay taxes, and you know he's the richest dude in the world. So
What are you going to do?
what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? Just go home and you don't know nothing. Mind your own business.
Nothing.
Mind your own business.
He's
You know what
here-
I say?
He's here to chew bubble gum and fuck your wife.
I
Out of
see.
bubble gum. That's what Bezos is here to do. So go ahead, piss off Bezos. He's gonna run the world.
Yeah, you ain't eating those ones. Yeah.
What should I eat?
You gotta eat something else, bro. You can't eat those sugar worms.
Come on, eat something, please.
I've been
bro.
eating, dude. I've been eating like
You
dude.
had nuts.
There's
You
30
had
there's
peanuts.
32 Krabby Patties down there with my name on them. Yo, so yeah, please leave the Amazon drivers alone. They're just trying to do their job, but also leave everybody alone. How about this? How about you just do like my man says? When we need you, we'll call you. Just like the
Just
firefighters.
like the firefighters.
When we
You don't
need
see
you.
Are you on fire? They're just spraying people as they drive by. We're just. Can you imagine? No, you sit at your little office, eat your donuts. When I need you, I'll call. I swear, I promise. Scout to honor. Oh. Okay. So, just to recap, your favorite scary movie was Twilight, and your favorite
Dude.
costume was the Little Red Riding Hood.
No, actually, one time they dressed me up as Porky Pig.
I'm sure that
Threw a
was hard.
T-shirt on me and pair of sweatpants.
Is it Cody? Come out.
They're like, oh, what is he? And I was like, ba-dat.
I don't need to defile your bedroom. You can't. Come on, I had a mouthful of Augie, bro.
Ba-dat.
Oh boy.
Nah, man. Looking forward to, I guess Halloween's to come. I mean,
Yep.
and,
Steelers Titans this week. We don't need
Dude.
to really get into sports, but Steelers Titans this week. I'm so excited.
dude, you went to the game last week? Mm-hmm. How'd it go?
Good, dude. I've been lucky enough to the last.
How's the energy?
It's down. Well, when
Well, obviously,
missing 60,000 people. Yeah,
Obviously, but how is it?
It's
though?
fun.
Is
It's
it,
still
is
fun.
it still
Yeah.
not? Is it not awkward though? That's like,
it's weird, but it's fun. It's like going to a pit game. I've never been to a pit game, but I'm sure that's what it's like. I was gonna say, I've been lucky enough to go to like all of our beatdowns of the last few years. Just lucky. Like when we beat the shit out of Carolina, I was there 2 years ago. When we beat the shit out of the Colts, I think that was the year. You remember AB jumped on the goalpost?
yep.
Beat the shit out of the Titans on Thursday Night Football. I was there, and then we just beat the shit out of the Browns. Been lucky enough to go to all of those.
Missed tackles. I think there's gonna be a big factor in our this week because Derrick Henry, he's not Saquon 5. We had 5 missed tackles. This is
Yeah,
not.
you can't really afford to slip up.
I mean, you seen Miles Sanders,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
they did miss a hold on that one. A bad hold. They missed a hold.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I don't know. I'm not too worried about the Titans. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think our run defense is going to give us just enough so that if the run game does get out of control, we still have our passing attack has yet to really catch on fire. Like our passing attack it's good, like especially what we've seen with Claypool in the last couple of weeks, but they haven't needed who have they needed to take the top off of yet? We haven't had the gunsling
Not really.
one game.
Not quite.
So if this is the game, I'm not.
No, this ain't the game because let me
I
tell you.
think Ben can start ripping it.
Let me tell you this though. This Derrick Henry wins that football game for them, and that's it. I'm telling you this right now.
Incredible.
I'm very concerned.
That highlight reel last week, incredible.
What a freak!
Incredible.
Yeah, but you've seen You seen how little plays turned to big plays because of broke tackles. He's a big monster, dude, and he's a big guy to handle. And Hilton's not here, right? Not that he's a big factor, but he was big in the Saquon Barkley backfield. So we have a lot of Devin Bush. That's what I was getting to next. That's the big part. Devin Bush. As long as we're organized and we can take out this big son of a bitch, we'll be good.
Yeah.
I didn't have much faith going into the Browns game.
Great
but
running backs.
I know.
We faced great running backs.
And then let's just talk this real quick because we have a couple minutes and we'll just wrap it up. What was your first initial thoughts Le'Veon to the Chiefs?
It's like it's weird because you don't feel like it's Le'Veon going to the Chiefs. If it would have been Steelers to the Chiefs, like you're like, oh shit, like they got a weapon.
You don't think they have a weapon now?
It's hard to tell. Because we don't know, did Le'Veon suck or did the Jets suck? Because we know the Jets suck. We know for a fact the Jets suck.
But we don't know Le'Veon.
We don't know if Le'Veon sucked.
Well, what do we do? What do we know about Le'Veon? It shows that he doesn't. What we do know shows that he doesn't suck.
Yeah.
But on the Jets, coming back from the sit out, who knows? But I do know this. LaShawn McCoy, played last year. He didn't play one time He didn't play one time in the Super Bowl.
And he wasn't even active.
And he's their big daddy stud,
Yeah.
right? Who performs is who plays.
Yeah.
So what the Chiefs will do is they will pull him to his best potential.
But but I think Clyde's looked so good for them. Like, there's not much room for Le'Veon in that offense.
1 year deal.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think the whole thing just proves him wrong. We all know that. And regardless of us being Steelers fans and
absolutely.
I'm not afraid to say that I'm bitter about the situation, how it went down, but dude was just wrong. Dude, he bet on himself, which you always want to see. He thought he knew better, but he just happened to be wrong.
Do you think that there's not much more you can elevate Pat Mahomes to the point that he's at, right? Do you think this elevates his game at all? How much more can you elevate now?
I don't know.
Does Le'Veon bring anything to this team? He can block, he can catch.
He's
an
asset. He can be an asset to them. If anyone's going to figure it out, it's Andy Reid.
But but we noticed this though. Le'Veon's not really elevating offenses, right? So
is Le'Veon going to play for the Chiefs, or is Le'Veon going to play for Le'Veon? Is he going to look at this is my opportunity to get a big deal next year from someone else, or is this my opportunity for greatness? Because he did go to a team. He could have went to Buffalo. He could have went to Miami. He chose to go to Kansas City. And this is a team with playoff and Super Bowl potential. Not that Buffalo and Miami don't, especially this year.
He adds a huge weapon to Buffalo.
Dude, you're the dude in Buffalo. That's
Yeah.
like
Josh
AB
Allen.
missed out on Buffalo.
Man, him and Josh Allen.
You're the dude in Buffalo.
Le'Veon can block. Mm-hmm. So my thing is this though.
That's where he should have went, was Buffalo.
I think he should have went to Buffalo too, but not to get too deep on this, and then we can wrap it up. But I think we saw that a veteran or an offense. I won't even give Ben or the Steelers an offense brings out Le'Veon, or Le'Veon couldn't bring out the offense. Right? He didn't do much of a difference today.
Could anyone do anything with the Jets? Like, they're that bad. It's hard to tell.
You're right.
It's
You're
hard
right.
to
You're
tell.
true.
But from what I did see of Le'Veon in a Jets uniform, he did not look inspired. He did not look like he was. Derrick Henry said, "Let's go. Let's go. We're winning this shit. Give me the ball. I want the ball. We're winning this shit."
Le'Veon, though, man, I mean, you put him on this offense, like, how much more offensive of power does, let's say, was it 16? What was Le'Veon's best year?
17.
17, he had his best year? And for
85 catches
for the Pittsburgh
1,000 yards,
Steelers.
yeah.
And here's the thing. Is the Chiefs' offense any better than that offense was now? Maybe a little depth. We had AB. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had
Martavis.
Yeah, we had depth. Mm-hmm. So maybe he'll play to them to his surroundings, and that offense on the Chiefs is deep, dude.
If anyone's gonna figure out, it's gonna be Andy Reid. Well, at least this time we'll know. Does Le'Veon suck? Or
I want Le'Veon Bell to get back to his.
Me too.
Because not because I care about Le'Veon, or I know he is. I enjoyed watching him play football.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
But I can say that confidently now because the proof was already in the pudding. He already proved us all right. Like, hey, bro, look what you did.
Yeah.
You went with less money. You went to a shit team. We already won. Yeah. Us as Steelers fans that were let down. We're already laughing now.
Yeah.
Now I'm saying, all right, get back to the pen and paper and see what you can become again. Because dude, he defied what a running back should be.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to see him go out on a bad
He
note.
definitely changed the game,
Dude.
But the problem was he said, "Watch me change the game." It was like, bro, you already did.
He thought he was.
You already did. You already did it. The work was already done. Once you went on your whole little, I'm gonna sit out for I need this, I need that, and then you're rapping, calling us out. Like, once you did all that, you went too far. Once you went way too far. You already changed the game. He just didn't realize it. And maybe he didn't have a good agent. I don't know who his agent is. Maybe it was his agent. Maybe it was him. I don't know. But I do know that situation went about as bad as any could. You sat out for a year. You went to New York. You doubled your taxes. You took less money. More guaranteed, you took less money. And it worked out so bad that you got cut after coming off an injury. Coming back from an injury.
They didn't want to give you a chance to see what you were going to do.
You came back and they tried to trade you. No one would trade for you. You got cut. Now you're on a 1-year incentive deal. Mr. I need guaranteed money is now playing for incentives. And I don't know what his incentives are, but if he only gets the ball 5 times a game, good luck getting those incentive bonuses. So
I say this, man. That's what happens when your ego gets the better of you.
Yeah.
and it's part of life. Some people can't handle it. Like, not everybody's Tom Brady.
No.
And I'm not trying to talk Tom Brady up, but what I'm saying is he got so he was so underpaid in New England.
oh my god,
So underpaid, and we don't need to get into that, but he stuck it out, and his ego went to his game.
Yeah.
Right? Where Antonio Brown, one of the greatest players to ever play his position, right? Hands down, one of the greatest, and he couldn't just play suit, right? No. That's why that's why they were at arms with the Steelers. It's just it is what it is, man, and I hope Le'Veon does something, and I don't know that it's going to be with the Chiefs, but I hope that it's not it for him. But if it is,
especially
good luck, man.
In an organization like Pittsburgh, you're good luck finding an organization that's a better judge of character. So we've had trouble guys before, and not all of them were cut immediately, and not all of them they held on to. They could tell the ones they needed. Like James Harrison went through a little bit of stuff. We were able to hold on to him.
You think it's like
Antonio Holmes, once he started getting in trouble, we're like, man, if the Jets want to pick him up, let him pick him up.
Is it a
Plexico Burris? He got, maybe he can go to the Giants.
Is it a higher standard to play in Pittsburgh?
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Because
of
the fans?
For sure. I don't know if it's the fans or if just the organization, the ownership.
This is kind of the Cruz. I was talking to Cruz about the.
They were able to see past what Michael Vick did, and see what he could contribute to the team. They met with Michael Vick, and they were able to see past that.
Yeah.
So the fact that they were willing to let Antonio Brown go, and they were willing to let Le'Veon Bell go, like.
There was more to the story.
They don't miss often.
No,
they don't miss.
It's their.
Rarely do we have.
It was their mentality. They let him go for.
Rarely do we miss. The only player of recent to go off and do huge or even is Emmanuel Sanders, and that was just numbers. Rarely do we let someone go and they blow up. Some people had success, like Marcus Gilbert, and he's been playing for Arizona. He sat out this year for COVID, but. The players have left Pittsburgh and been successful, but rarely do people leave Pittsburgh and elevate their career, like other than Emmanuel Sanders.
Well,
I guess.
Rarely do you leave the best wide receiver in the league go.
Yeah.
One of the best wide receivers in history.
Look at Houston. Look at Houston losing Hopkins, and now they're 1-5, 1-4.
Listen to this real quick. Me and Cruz was talking about what you were saying about the comparisons. This is what ties in with Dak, why he's not considered a franchise quarterback, but Watson is. Is it that expectation? This is what Cruz was saying. Do you think has that expectation to do
the
it?
Cowboys' expectation?
Yeah, where the Cowboys, like we're Steelers fans. Mm-hmm. Our expectations are winning Super Bowls. If you're not winning Super Bowls or in the playoffs, we're not. Whereas like if they win, if Deshaun takes them to the playoffs 3 years in a row, they're accepting it. Where the Cowboys are.
The Cowboys have a higher standard because of their history.
Le'Veon went to the Jets.
Yeah.
What standard were they holding them at? Us in Pittsburgh, you didn't do so that they probably couldn't handle.
How many teams? If we're being 100% honest, a healthy James Conner, how many teams would kill for James Conner? Healthy James Conner, and every week we're like, can we get rid of this dude? Can we put Benny Snell on?
Think about that. Like that. Yes, every week we're like that.
He's had 3 100-yard games this year.
I can go back to the text chats and see where fucking James Conner, Cancer Conner.
It's like, teams would be. Like, if the Jags right now, if the Colts, if they could have James Conner.
What it would do.
And we're like, put up Snell time. Benny Snell football time.
Yep, Benny Snell football. Please put Mason Rudolph back in as running back.
But Conner.
Yeah. But I think that's what it is. I think that it's like just depending on what franchise you are, there's a higher standard. Not that everybody's not wanting to.
If you go online, and I'll never engage in this because I'm better than that. I'm a better person than the people who do this. If you go online and look up what people are saying about Juju, let's chill out. We're 5-0.
What about Juju Smith-Schuster?
Yeah,
I was saying it. I started saying it to myself.
We're 5-0. If he only gets 2 catches in a week and we win 16, it doesn't matter.
Bro, let me tell you something. As a number one receiver, Juju's playing his role perfectly fine. He's my guy I know I can go to, but other than that, we're keeping the pressure on him and we're going to our other guys. Yeah. It's just how it goes.
And the fact that how well he works with the other dudes and he celebrates them scoring touchdowns and shit. And
it's fine.
He's able to set and not throw temper tantrums on the sideline. Like, come on, that's
and look at me.
What he does for the community and how good of a person he is.
Listen to me.
Come on.
They know.
So what if he plays video games and TikTok dances?
But we know who Ben's targeting.
Yeah.
And we know that it isn't because Juju lack thereof. Right? So it's if this is the offensive coordinator, this is how it's going. There's no lack.
We know Juju's not AB. We knew that. We knew that from day one. He's not AB. No one's ever going to be AB. AB's just different. There's not many AB. They're just different human beings.
Yes.
Dude, Hopkins is on a team with Larry Fitzgerald and Christian Kirk right now. And they don't
I don't understand
they might as well be practice squad guys.
And Kyler Murray.
They might as well be Hopkins gets 16 catches a game. Like with all it, and everyone knows. Michael Thomas last year, 150 catches. Everyone in the stadium knew he was getting the ball. And all he does is run slant routes. They're just different. Not that Juju's not bad. He doesn't need to be the greatest. Look at it. We're fine. We're 5-0. What more do you need? We're winning games, and he hasn't cost us any games.
No, we need that depth. We have to have.
What we need.
This is what we've done. Before AB, this is what we've done.
Hines Ward.
This is what we've done.
Literally, like Hines Ward was not like, oh shit, we're playing Hines Ward.
Who was our number one receiver before
AB?
Before AB.
Hines Ward for a little bit. It was Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders, right? Yeah. But Emmanuel Sanders was a Juju Smith-Schuster. Mm-hmm. We've only had one AB.
Yeah.
Bro, we look at the depth and think of the depth that we've got in our receivers over the Santonio Holmes. We've had depth.
Yeah.
And that was the greatest. We have good depth. Chase Claypool.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Can everybody see this on camera? Fuck you and your Chase Claypool. He offered me this in a trade to Chase Claypool week 1.
Week 1.
Yeah, week 1. And I said, nah, give me Ebron. Am I regretting that?
I regret every trade I've made this year. So
listen to this. Chase Claypool is a different character.
Oh, so good.
I'm not putting him in that AB realm because obviously
He's
I'll never
a
do that.
different
Why would I
player.
do that?
Yeah.
I tell you this. That Gronkowski video you brought up, the one you was just talking about with Le'Veon, not team enthusiast. Chase Claypool has intentions on playing the football every time he touches it. Every time he plays with intentions, and he's
taking handoffs.
He's big.
Yeah.
He's just. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, and I'm glad they're starting to use him.
Yep.
Fire him up, man. It's going good. Ben's out there slinging.
Let Juju be the decoy out there. Go ahead, throw 3 on him. We got look at what Washington did last week.
I know.
The sideline grab, the touchdown.
I picked him up.
Go ahead, dude. Once we get Deontay back, like take dudes away. Go ahead. And we have yet to see Ebron go off yet. We know he can.
I know.
We have yet to see it.
Yo, like.
We're
talking a lot of little excitement. I put a lot of big statements on Ben Roethlisberger and things like that, but it's just it feels good to be a Steelers fan again. You felt defeated last year if you were a Steelers fan. You didn't feel like you even had anything to root for. You still stuck it out. You watched the games. You rooted as much as you could.
Somehow they won half of them.
But and again,
no one gets it. We lost the game where San Francisco turned the ball over 5 times. We lost that game.
I know.
But we won 8 games last year.
Defense. Yeah. But yeah, so it's just we're a little hype right now, 5-0, and we're going with it. But who knows what happens? It just feels good. It just feels good to be in rhythm again, man. It's not even about. Woo! It just feels good to be in rhythm, right? For sure. It feels good to not have to worry whenever the points are down or what's going to happen now. Every snap last year, I had to worry.
Yeah.
Every time one of those quarterbacks took the ball, I had to worry what's going to happen now.
Doing?
So it's like it's great, man. It feels good, and we're excited about it.
If Randy Fichtner could call like just a little less wide receiver screens, I'd be happy because they just don't work for Pittsburgh for whatever reason. We can't run wide receiver screens, and they call 4 a game. Just quit with the wide receiver screens.
He was saying, Cruz was saying that looks like Pitt's offense.
When they do the screens? Everything else I'm loving from the offense. Just cool it with the screens. They don't work. We lose yards every time.
It looked like Pitt's offense in years prior. So is it the same guy? It's one of
Canada. He's
Canada. That's who it is.
Quarterback coach.
Yeah, Canada. He said that I could tell that. Yeah, that's what he was saying.
That's why we're doing the jet sweeps.
That's exactly what he said. He's like, this looks like that's what he's talking about. Yep. So, all right, brother, we're gonna wrap this up.
Hell yeah! Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah, happy Halloween, guys, and it's been fun. Just 2 guys hanging out, right?
Please subscribe.
Hey, we don't get excuses to eat this much candy. I
ate this much candy. You didn't.
And again, like I said, we don't get excuses. I was actually talking about him. He actually goes to the gym. I'll eat this shit anytime I want to. And this is nothing to me.
The amount of abs I did this morning to prepare for this, like, I just totally blew out my girlish figure. It's gone.
So
I went up 3 panty sizes.
we were at the store earlier talking about this, and he was like, "Dude, I had to do abs. I took this shit this morning." It was like, "Dude, you ever had one of those ones that poke back up at you and won't go down? You got to keep pushing on it." He said he kept having to push on it. One time he put his foot in the toilet and was kicking down on it and shit.
Come on, Luke.
So that's his abs workout. But yeah, thanks everybody. Happy Halloween, and till next time.
Later.
Later.